Good evening, YouTube viewers and subscribers. So today's run is a customer engine run. Mark, this is your engine. This is an OS 108. I believe they call it the 108 FSR engine. Now this is an engine that one of three that Mark had sent me to evaluate, possibly clean up, repair, whatever. What I did with this engine was I've cleaned the exterior with LA's Totally Awesome cleaner and a toothbrush. And it looks a lot better than it did. Now the reason I didn't disassemble it or look inside of it at all yet is because the screws holding the exhaust on these two and then the one down here are damn near, the heads are damn near stripped out. So what I'm hoping to do here is run this engine, get it up to operating temperature again, and then maybe they'll loosen up and they'll operate fine. If not, then you're probably going to get this engine back just the way it is, because I'm not in the mindset or the mood to be drilling out screws. So this is not the first time I've run this engine. I did have this engine running the other day, and it took a lot of effort to get this engine running because the compression was low, and since I couldn't really take the exhaust off to inspect in there, I wasn't sure what was going on with it. But I finally got it running with my electric starter, and it seems to run pretty well. Now Mark had sent some props. This was the largest one in there, and it's one recommended for this engine. I believe it's a 16/6. I'll have to go back and check the packaging, but it was a brand new Master Airscrew Simitar prop, and boy, this thing was a real bitch to get balanced. It was so heavy on one side, I had to sand one end and put a whole bunch of nail polish on the other end just to get it to close to being balanced. So this engine's been just a pain in the butt from the get-go. But it was running pretty well. Now I'm going to actually get something on video here. Hopefully get some good tack readings if the light is good. And we'll see how this engine runs. Now I have an OS... no, it looks like that's a Fox Miracle plug in there, I believe is what I've got in there, and then some Omega 5% fuel. The other thing that took me a while with this was this carb has a big ball on it instead of a traditional throttle arm with holes. I didn't have any large ball links, so what I ended up doing is I never did get to the hobby store to buy large ball links. I just put a piece of heat shrink tubing on it and then put the other part of the heat shrink tubing on this piece of bamboo skewer. It works, but I mean, that's all I had on hand to make this carb so that I could actually actuate it. So let's see if I can get this engine running. Okay, so as you can see, the engine runs pretty well. The bearings feel okay to me. I did just try, I used my ground tip wrenches here. I was able to get this screw to break free, not this screw, and the other screw on the bottom is even smaller, so I'm not messing with this anymore. Not in the mood to be drilling screw heads out of engines that aren't mine. So this engine's going to come back to you just as it is.